Hello viewers, welcome. Let's continue our tutorial on ratio. Now we are adding rate. So we have ratio and rate. Already we discussed that a ratio compares two similar quantities. Then when they come into a rate is only comparing two different quantities. A ratio compares similar quantities, whilst a rate compares two different quantities. Or better still, we can say that a rate is a ratio of two different quantities. So in this case, we don't need to convert all the quantities into the same unit before working with it. So we can see it as a ratio, simply means comparison between two things, but the units should be different. Therefore, under rate, the unit is based on the first quantity and the second quantity. So we can take it as, in the case, rate equals to, we have the first quantity, then we divide it by what? The second quantity. So if you are comparing two quantities, for example, the consumptions of electricity at home, it is being consumed per day equals we consume per hour. We can have 40 kilowatts per hour or 40 kilowatts per day. That is the consumption rate. So we are comparing the amount of power that is being consumed to the hour or to the day, even to the week. We also can see that in terms of speed, which compares the distance traveled per the time taken in completing that. So basically, rate is only comparing two quantities, comparison between two quantities which are of different unit. So let's take a question in this regard. So we have a question. A motorbike travels 60 kilometers in 2 hours. So we have to find the rate at which the motorbike travels in kilometer per hour, and also the rate at which the motorbike travels in meter per second. We are saying that the rate is simply the first quantity compares to the second quantity. So the first quantity in this case is going to be 60 kilometers. Then the second quantity is going to be 2 hours. So we have our 2 hours. Let's use age to represent the 2 hours. We are not going to change any of the unit because we are to calculate in kilometers per hour. Kilometers per hour, meaning kilometers divided by hour. So we use the constant. We divide the constant, maintaining the unit. So 60 divided by 2, that will be 30. So we are end up with what? 30 kilometers per hour. So it means that the rate at which the car is moving is what? Every 1 hour, it will travel 30 kilometers. Every 1 hour, 30 kilometers. That is the meaning of 30 kilometers per hour. So that is for the first one. Then for the second one, we are to find the rate in meters per second. Meaning the first quantity to have the unit of meter. Then the second quantity to have what? The unit of what? Seconds. But our original unit is in kilometers and hours. So we need to convert them. So here we know first quantity. In this case, I can say distance. So the first quantity is going to be 60 kilometers, which we need to convert. Kilo means 1,000. So if I take the kilo to be 1,000, it means 1,000 times 60 give us our meter. Or better still, I can say that 1 kilometer equals to 1,000 meters. So if 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters, then 60 kilometers will be more than 1,000. So if more, let's divide. So I'll be having 60 kilometer over 1 kilometer times 1,000 meters, which I mentioned in the beginning, kilometer thousand. So we can just multiply, and that will give us 60,000 meters. Then we need to also find the second quantity, which in this case we can call time, and it is given in 2 hours. The conversion is that we move from hour to minute, from minute to seconds. So it's a two-way movement. From an hour, 1 hour into a minute is 60 minutes. Do you get it? 1 hour is 60 minutes. So if I am moving 60 again, another 60 times, that will give us 3,600. So an hour give us 3,600 seconds. So I can say that if 1 hour give us 3,600 seconds, then 2 hours will give us more. So if more, let's divide. So 2 hours over 1 hour times 3,600 seconds. And that will be 36 times 2 is 72. So we have 7,200 seconds. So now the first quantity is now in meters. The second quantity is now in seconds. We can find the rate as the comparison between the two. So now we can now find the rate of the motorbike as the first quantity, which is 60,000 meters divided by 7,200 seconds. I believe these 2 zeros will clear these two. If you go further by picking 6 can go here 12 times, 6 can go here 1, that is 100. So we are having 4 going here 3 times, 4 going here 25. So 25 meter per 3 seconds. So I believe 3 will divide 24 8 times. So that will be 8.1, where we add 0 making it 10. So that will be 33 meter per second. So the speed, in this case, we are not told the speed, we are only asked to find the rate. So the rate of this motorbike, the comparison between the distance and time is just going to be 8.33 meter per seconds. I believe the concept of rate is understood by you. So that in the next episode, we take a similar question to see how we can deal with it. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and comment. Bye-bye.